Excited today. Uh, I'm so sorry I couldn't stream earlier today or last night. My Wi-Fi at all was not having. I am trusting that it is working up and running. I hope it is. Is it up and running? Oh God, is it not up and running? Oh, yep, it's up and running. It's up and running. Okay, good. All right, time to tweet that I'm live. Twitter. I'm live and a lawyer now. There we go. I'm gonna tweet that. I'm gonna share it to whatever place. God, I love this. I love this game's music. Where is it? Here it is. Time. Okay, I don't know if anyone's ever gonna catch me on this stream. That's okay. Not really interested in being caught. I just want to stream. Because I do this for me and you guys. So I'm gonna get something out of the way right now. While I love the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I don't like this version. Between you and me, I prefer the pixel art. I'm just gonna say I prefer pixel art. The hand-drawn art in this game is nice. I like it. But I prefer pixel art. Anyway, let's us get started with new game. By the way, there's 3 games. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Justice for All is actually my favorite one, but I do like this one. Anyway, we're gonna start off with the first game and we'll go from there. Hey, welcome, person. First turnabout. This one gets crazy. Want to play the tutorial? Yes, I do. You have to. You can't progress without completing it. Oh wow, I got an achievement. Yes. I think this one shows you who the killer is. Damn it, why me? But the other trials don't show you who the killer is. I can't get caught like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah, I know, it's midnight. I couldn't stream earlier today, okay? I tried to stream earlier today, I couldn't stream earlier today. And then I had to go to work, and now I'm here, and now we're just gonna do a short, small stream. Okay? You can watch it if you want, if not, catch the VOD. Boy, I'm nervous. Right. Alright, it's a girl. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. So, the best way to describe Phoenix Wright is, it is the Call of Duty of lawyer games, in the sense of, I'm a much lawyer by playing this as I would be a soldier by playing Call of Duty. It is... Well, congrats on last stream, most popular one, with 53 views. Oh, thank you, Chrome Genius. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? By the way, that would immediately be calls for, crap, what's it called? I will think of this in a minute, but we're gonna keep going. Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Conflict of interest. It's called conflict of interest. He could not... I don't think he could defend him because of conflict of interest. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. That painting up there, top right behind, Maya, or Mia. I think it's Mia. I kinda want that painting. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Dude, you shouldn't be screaming this, like, right outside the courtroom. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell him who took away my baby. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a very simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Buds. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Buds. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. This is hilarious. I'm glad she thinks so. I've played all the Phoenix Wright games that they've released, even the one that was rated M one time. They are all phenomenal games. But the trilogy is what really hits it off. This trilogy right here of first games is what, in my opinion, sets the tone of the series. And as we go through this, I will talk about the other games, but not the trilogy. I'll talk about the other games that came after this, some of the spin-offs and whatnot. One thing I can say, though, is usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. So, I am actually going to talk about this first game, the game that we're playing right now. Not the first trial. But the first game, the second case, really sets the tone. Not this case, the case after this really sets the tone for how the game goes. This case is a great introduction, though. I think it's the perfect introduction. Court is now in session for a trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Welcome, second person. Rated M sounds interesting. Well, usually games are rated T, but I think it got rated M because I think the murder was a bit too violent for the ESPR rating at the time. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. But not for me, I'm like on death's doors, bitch. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your... Oh, once again, yeah, the ESPR rating is the bane and the cause for the video game system. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. By the way, this game came out well before Eminem, by the way. It came out on the first time this game came out, it was on the Game Boy Advance, the wide one, the big old wide purple one everyone talks about. The test will consist of a few simple questions, answers them clearly and consciously. please state the name of the defense in this case? Oh, I know this one. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait, uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the name of the victim. It was 3 seconds. I want to be very clear here. This was like 3 seconds after the judge questioned me, and now I'm just getting berated by my mentor, Mia. Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel my ring coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right bumper to, check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Oh, I already know who it is. It's Sydney Stone. The victim's name is Sydney Stone. Like I said, I've played this game so often. Did you really take a law class once? I did not. The closest I got to law was a philosophy class I took in high school. Well, it was actually a Latin class, but we had philosophy Fridays, and we discussed the law. But I'm counting it. I'm counting it as a law class once, because a lot of law is just philosophy. Now oh, sorry, I gotta do the old man voice. Now tell me, what the cause of death she be caused of? It was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecutor, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court, I see. I can't do the old man voice. I see. The court accepts it in evidence. So real fast, I'm gonna tell you guys, the sword is because he's a mod. Good night, just stopping by. Good night, Al. I'm glad you stopped by once. So I'm gonna explain something real fast about, law, though. The American system and the Japan system, which is kind of what this is based on, both the American and Japan system, it has two different arguments for how law should be argued. The American system has something known as the art of discovery, which means I can't just suddenly present this bloody knife and expect it to be submitted to evidence right then and there, because my opponent, the defense lawyer or the prosecutor, was not expecting it. It was not submitted to evidence prior, and he did not have time to examine the evidence or to factor in the evidence into his arguments. This is called the art of discovery. Pretty much how the American law system is set up is as a chess game. We both have equal footing, we both have equal knowledge. The idea behind that being is if our client is truly innocent or if they're truly guilty, the evidence will point them towards the guilty or innocent verdict because we both have the evidence at the same time, and no amount of new evidence will change the fact that they are innocent if they are innocent. Now, the Japan version of that is they don't have the art of discovery. You can just submit evidence as a surprise, like, bam! I found this bloody murder knife that pertains to my case. And it will be submitted right then and there, and your opponent or defense or prosecutor who is not expecting that can submit it at any time, and it could completely blow your case out of water. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. See, this wouldn't happen in an American court case. This would happen in a Japan court case. That evidence is the only ammunition you've got in court. use the wright bumper to check the court record frequently. And this court record, we have Sydney's autopsy report and the statue. These are all important. And we also, for some reason, have my ace attorney badge. I don't know how that's evidence, but, you know, whatever. Wow, nice job explaining. Why, thank you. Thank you for the compliment, Chrome Dome Genius. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Because you've been here since kind of the start. I meant to do this. Give me a second. You weren't here when I was doing this. There we go. You're now mod. Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecutor calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Like, gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had already recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark, Anthony. Didn't they all die? I was dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what they mean by dumped, or ghosted. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder. Oh hey, Blake is savage. Nick to the pickle. Poor man. Yeah, it is a poor man. What do you mean one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. By the way, I have to be quiet because it's like 11 p.m. where I'm at. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to be to have returned the day before her murder. Dude, no way. The victim is a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, all the men who would give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. It's like OnlyFans, but you had to do that shit in real life. There were no online simps. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering? You know what? I trust my client. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Maybe, might be better not to get involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, no way. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Wow, the music just cut out. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe, and maybe I did. He went, what do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. I'm gonna stop him from answering because this is incriminating. I'll send him a signal. Lie. Like a dog. Well, you see... Oh, OnlyFans but for dads. Only dads. Yes, only dads. It's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just for making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Sorry, I'm not doing voices. I'm trying to be quiet. Imagine you go to court to defend is being accused of murder, and everyone is making fun of you for being dumped. Dude, I was watching this murder documentary, and the detective or the voiceover guy goes, all her friends described Amber as frumpy looking. And I'm just like, imagine you get brutally murdered by your boyfriend, and your memory is, quote, you are very frumpy looking. Oh my god. Honestly, I think it'd be better off dead than alive at that point. If my friends described me as that to the detectives, it's like, oh, well, Ghost was very frumpy. Like, god, that'd just be the worst. Yeah, it's so cruel. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring in Mr. Frank Sawa. Oh, I forgot. Pretty much all the names in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney are puns. And it's the best. They are the greatest puns ever. To the sand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. That poor lady, yes. It's just the worst. Okay, so this is testimony. I cannot do anything in testimony. I'm gonna read it, and then we get to press statements and question and accuse and stuff like that. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment when I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell us the truth? I can't defend against you against a testimony like that. Instantly, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Are phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. Cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Mr. Wright, this is it. The real deal. The whole caboodle. The kid and caboodle. You gotta shoot to aim. You gotta piss lightning and crap thunder. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you're supposed to you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Trying is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? I just fucking said it, you dumbass. Pay attention. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare your witness testimony to the evidence in the hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the right bumper, then point out the contradictions in testimony. Come to think of it, in my town, like 5 months ago, some girl broke up with a BF, so her BF just wanted to meet up for her at a train station right at a night for like breakup sex or whatever. Instantly, a brutal murder happened. Oh, that's terrible. He brutally murdered her. He just sat in his house, and his dad called the cops on him. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. Yeah, anything can happen. Alright, quickly, we're gonna press, man leaving the apartment, sites come. So you can press, if you don't have enough evidence, you can press and kind of squeeze more information out of it. I don't know, it just seemed kind of strange to me, that's all. Like, he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Like a criminal fleeing a scene of crime. So we're going to read the court record real fast. Sydney's time of death was between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of trauma. Loss of blood due to blunt force trauma. Oh, I already know the contradiction. Defendant's request that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means as they saw that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? So if you press, you get no new information where it doesn't. If you present evidence where what doesn't help, you get docked. But that's my life port top right. If I fail, sometimes I will fail immediately. If I present evidence at the wrong time and I'm like I'm on thin ice, so I'll fail immediately and I'll be disbarred. That's right, I'll be disbarred for failing a client. Let's see here. I thought how the phone wasn't working. I'm looking at report, public phone. Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay. Cindy's autopsy report. We're going to present. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement direct. Oh, I love this. This is the best, one of the best songs in this series. It's called Cornered. This song is called Cornered. Fuck, it's so good. Never played any Things Right games, so this is uber interesting. I'm glad you like it, man. I plan to do this as my morning series or night series. Well, I don't have time to fully explore Red Dead Redemption. So this will be my little mouthwash, so to speak, to where I keep you guys satiated, but not underplay a game. This game has a perfect place in intervals because you can get a lot done in an hour if you know what you're doing. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at after 4 p.m. By the way, Phoenix Wright is also an anime. It's got 2 seasons, and they're really good, by the way. But don't watch it if you don't want to spoil the games, because it follows the games, like, pretty much super closely. There's also a spin-off game called Miles, where you play as a prosecutor, and sadly, they're Japan-only games, and I would love to play it. But I'd need an emulator for that, so we're gonna have to wait until I get a computer and can stream from a computer. But the Miles games, and you'll meet Miles in the second Turnabout trial, are bad, and you'll understand why in a moment. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, sure. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. Well, this game is like mouthwash. I mean, yeah, kinda. Why didn't he ask to use the neighbor's phone? There was a blackout, remember? In the neighborhood, so he couldn't use the neighbor's phone. Oh, I should also mention, this game is kind of, posted in a weird futuresque, world where Wi-Fi has been invented, but people still use VHS tapes. It's a super weird world, where it's like, people have smartphones, but they still use VHS. It's like if the 80s, 90s, and 2000s had a baby, it would be this game. Also, apparently there was a merging between Japan and America, and that's why the legal system follows both Japan and America's rules. I'll explain that as we go. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradiction. Lies beget more lies. See through one, and their whole stories falls apart. Wait, I remember now. You care to give out your testimony again? Fucking lying bitch. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from television. Oh, it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Y'all catch that contradiction? I use VHS tapes. I use them to play old Mega Man games. Emulator games are so fun. I would love to use an emulator game to play a randomized Pokemon game, like Pokemon Platinum or something. I haven't seen this in like forever. I have 2 blank VHS tapes on my nightstand right now. They're from 2011. Can you believe that? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this. So, did you guys catch that contradiction, by the way? Alright. See, when I found the body, I heard a voice. It was saying the time was probably coming from television. You guys catch that contradiction, though? I know the contradiction. There's 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim was watching the video program. Well, time's up if you didn't guess it by now. Blackout record. The power was out. Present. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Yeah, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation, Mr. Solid? Just using emulator to play Pokemon ROM hacks, which are basically just family games, can be a ton of fun or just horrible. One of these days I'm gonna play an emulator Pokemon game on stream as soon as I get better equipment. No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. This is solid. Prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These, constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. Must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Again, I like the hand-drawn style, but I prefer the pixel art. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of wish the options would let me switch back to the pixel art. But hold up. Options, BMG, skip text, full autos, skip, screen shape, vibrate, text box. Yeah, see, I think in options, it should have me, I can set transparency, of the text box. But I think I really think the option should let me switch back to pixel art. That's just my opinion. Actually, did you hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, a murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. It must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Okay, this is where we learn about pressing statements. Yeah, there was a blackout. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. I mean, that's fine, Blake is Savage. I'm happy you got it, though. I'm very proud of you. Good job. Gold star. You get 3 gold stars. You get 3 gold stars, and you get called a good noodle. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. We're gonna press. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon must use it. Hold it. The murder weapon? Yes, table clock that was used as a murder weapon. As I just said, it was off the middle of time. Something fishy here. Oh, sometimes pressing a statement will give you a hint. But this is a murder weapon. We're gonna present this because this doesn't look like a table clock at all. Yeah, someone's proud of me. I barely know what's even going on in this game right now. That's fair. Phoenix Wright, you blink and you miss everything. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? But with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I'm the embodiment of Twitter. If I say it's canceled, it's canceled. You're just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's the clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. Just tilt it and it says it out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with testimony now? Yes, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was cocked is to hold it in his hands, yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the victim's knew the victim, went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, I got the court riled up now. I'll always be proud of you guys, by the way. You guys make me happy just by being here. Intriguing. So, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder just hit the victim. The voice was burned into your head. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Did you do it? That day, I never... Look, the clock. I heard, no. I mean, I saw... Gah! Oh, that's right, he's bald. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate all of you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should be burned. He should burn, give him death. Oh, the court is talking about it. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound of Mr. Heard was definitely the clock. In fact, it is clear. Examine the clock's battery, ask the neighbor. Try sounding the clock. It's obvious. Let's sound the clock. Now, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I'm not gonna lie, the anime of Phoenix Wright is super dope. Dang, I got slapped in the face with toupee. Yeah, he did. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. I'm not gonna lie, I would love a clock like the thinker. It would just sound the time like that. Y'all, one of you guys who is good as electronics, build me that clock and then send it to me, pretty please. I'm kidding, of course. I wonder if they actually do make a clock like that, though. So, we've heard the clock. What is your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you even know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid. I come all this way down here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. And we fade to black. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Yeah, being the first time actually seeing Phoenix Wright gameplay, I was super surprised at how anime-like it was. Yeah, it would be a cool clock. I'm glad you agree with me, Chrome Dome Genius. But yeah, here's the thing though. This game came out like mid-90s or so when Capcom was just trying to think of games to put on the Game Boy Advance, and this was one of the games that was greenlit. In fact, the entire script for Ace Attorney, the first game, was written in like a day, and the guy did it while super drunk. And when asked why, he stated because the drunker you get, the more powerful he got. Anyway, the anime is super good though. It's really good. I highly recommend it. I'm not an anime guy, but I do like that anime. Also, I really cannot emphasize enough how much better this was with 8-bit graphics. Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason of a clock was 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. By the way, it's not 3 hours slow, it's 8 hours fast. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. The piece of evidence is in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves the clock was running slow. Passport. Arrived from home in Paris at 7:30 the day of the murder. Like I said, 8 hours fast. I love the backstory of the drunk dude who wrote this one story of the most popular series. It's not a super popular series. It's always had such a niche audience, but I like it. It really is a great game in my opinion. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. For as we all know, the time difference between Paris and here is 9 hours. Sorry, 9 hours. That means it's 4 p.m. here and 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her in the head in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, that's right. Phoenix burned his ass, drag it through the ground. You got it. Yeah. I forgot he collapses. Order, I say. I know, right? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Oh, another thing. In Japan, all cases in Japan are dealt with a single judge, which is why you only seeing a single judge here. In America, it's done with a trial basis or by a single judge. It varies from case to case. A murder case definitely would be a trial by peers. In Japan, it's a trial by judge. It's one person. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think, I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And then confetti flies. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is any court, but I think it should be. If it's celebrated as not guilty. If I ever get a chance, you know what game I'm gonna play? I'm gonna play the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright combo game, because one of the trials, I don't care if I spoil it for you all now, when you prove your defendant not guilty, the person you accuse of being a witch immediately gets put into a fire and flame. No questions asked. It's just immediate. Okay, they get burned at the stake then. Like, no hesitation. Don't worry though, she turns out to be okay later. Like I said, I don't care if I spoil it because it's such a funny twist ending. And with that, the court is adjourned. You learn something new every day. Yes, burn at the stake. It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Mr. Wright, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You, fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seeing a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry! Yes, you. I can practically see the headline now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. You're so ugly. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? Yeah, I'll squeeze you. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, huh. Oh yeah, right. Wait, what the heck is she talking about? That statue that was murdered with... She was murdered with? You were probably the last on her mind because she's like, damn, if only Larry hadn't made me that statue, I wouldn't be dead. The, sheaf has some weird lips. Yeah, they are... Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to, take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. I'm just reading motivational posters right now. But yeah, the lips look better in pixel art. I know I've said this a million times, but I'll say it a million more. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe. Over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright. Alright. Achievement unlocked. First turn out. A brand new episode has been added. Saving. Save your progress at this point? Yes, please. Look at how many saves they give me. Give me 10 saves for this game. Cellular blur. Bring. Beep, hello? This is Maya. Hey, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't, called in a while. Sorry, I've been busy. How you've been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. You've been great. I'm finally, used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because of... I have a favor to ask you. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz, about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue of the thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I'd take the clock out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. I expect dinner, something good, like burgers. I could really go for some burgers. Okay. Let's hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. I think it's Mia, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker. That swallowed those paper. How could you know? Ho. You are not, configurous of my, background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh. Oh, it's this case and the second case. I don't think the third case showed you the killer, though. Red, white, and blue. Uh, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Alright. Hold up. Huh, I guess that's strange. The chief let me... I'm gonna save it here. And we're gonna find out more tomorrow morning or so. So he gave you a bunch of saves, yeah. They knew you'll screw up. I ain't gonna screw up, man. Yes, overwrite, save. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here, everyone. It's super late at night. I'm gonna get some sleep, because my brain is not working right now. In the meantime, I wish you all the best. Sleep tight, everyone, because I know it's super late for you. I'm gonna post this overnight, so it's gonna be up on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are watching this on my YouTube channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, maybe the bell if you're feeling generous. Leave a like and comment anything you want. How who do you think the killer is? Like, you know who he is, but what do you think his name is? And don't look it up. I want to hear or see your dumb names for him. Anyway, I love you all. You stayed up because of me, man. That's pretty much obvious. Anyway, good night, everyone. I love you all.